All right, so Sennheiser dropped their new Sennheiser Momentum Sports buds, and I had to check them out. Now, if you don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the Sennheiser Momentum 4s or the 3s for that matter. They've got a lot of issues, but Sennheiser actually updated and made a new style of bud that might be worth you checking out. Now, these buds aren't without their faults. Sennheiser, like any major company, didn't want to cannibalize their own sales, so they kind of cut back on some of the feature sets to make this not as competitive as the Momentum 4, but they're actually still pretty good. So we're going to do a quick unboxing. I'm going to give you the specs, an overview of the buds, let you know why I like them, my opinions. And of course, if it's your first time here, my name's Fredo. I'm a hybrid athlete here in New York City. That means I run and box, I swim, do yoga, and I lift weights. And I test these buds here thoroughly in New York City. I'm talking about on the subway, loud noises, construction zones, babies crying, crazy homeless people trying to kill me. I put these buds through their paces to let you know if you should spend your hard-earned money on them. So yeah, let's answer those questions and let's get into it. Right off the bat, the Sennheiser Momentum Sports are designed to be headphones for fitness people. And like I said earlier, I am one of those fitness people. So ideally, these should be for me. Let me give you a run through of what's in the box. You got a Sennheiser branded USB-C cable. Can you see that? USB-C to USB-A. They give you this little lanyard thing you can put on your case. They give you all these wings. I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer. Do not buy these for that wing fit. On my test, they did absolutely nothing. Remember, everybody's ear is different. Everybody's ear is unique, so it might work for you. But this is not like the Bose Ultra Fin. It doesn't like lock into place. It really just sat there and kind of even pushed it out of my ear. If you can watch other people's reviews too, they'll say something similar. The wing didn't give them that much of a secure fit. And I tried all the sizes. They were absolutely useless. I love the clear tips that they give you. That being said, they only give you a large and a small alternative size right here for the tips. The tips are nice, honestly, but they don't give you a lot of options for tips. They kind of cheaped out on that, but I'm just using the tips that came with it and they fit great. You've got the case. Now, first off, it's a clamshell. It's not the smallest case in the world, but it's definitely pocketable. It's slim. They gave us wireless charging on the back. You have a little lanyard hole if you want that. And then you've got USB-C charging right here, covered by a flap, which means that the case is water resistant. Also, this material, it's kind of like that soft touch plastic, which the Jabra Elites use. I'm not a fan of it because it picks up all the lint in your pocket, but it's not the end of the world. Also, be aware that this hinge mechanism, it's like floppy, not in a bad way, not flimsy, but just floppy. But it does shut really nice. And when it comes to the Buds specs, the Buds have an IP55 rating, which is actually good for splash and dust resistance. You've got Bluetooth 5.2, which obviously is not the latest standard, but that's what I'm saying, where they kind of like handicap these Buds, so they're not as competitive as the Momentum 4s. They do have multi-point connectivity, which is great. They've got a 10mm driver, which is I think 2 millimeters bigger than the Momentum 4s, which means that they should sound better too. When it comes to codecs, they have aptX, aptX Adaptive, AAC. I'm on an iPhone, so I don't really care about that. But the thing that I really like about these buds is number one, those tips, those silicone tips that they had to re-engineer, they protect you from earwax going in because they have that little screen and they're a nice comfortable silicone. They don't irritate my ear like the Momentum 4s. And also the shape of the bud is actually improved. As you can see, it has this round design, no more hard edges like on the Momentum 4, which means that they're really comfortable. They sit in my ear really nicely. I can compare this shape of bud to a little bit larger XM5, which I already love the XM5s. The XM5s fit so comfortably, and these are just the same. They fit so nicely in my ear. No wing, no nothing. The buds also have 6 mics in total. I think it's 6 mics in total. And I had a phone call with my parents and they said I sounded fine. So that's good. The runtime on the headphones is 5.5 hours. And then the case gives you an additional 18.5 hours, which if you're running with these, I can understand, especially if you're a long runner, an ultra runner. I hear the earbuds in my ear. They don't stick out as much as the Momentum 4s. I don't think they do anyway. I don't have my Momentum 4s with me. I will give you a full comparison and breakdown once I have that. The buds have a touch sensor right there. They also have this new technology where you can tap the side of your cheek, play and pause, and different things like that. You can't adjust the volume control. It's not 100% practical, but it's definitely usable. And then the earbuds, if you can see that design there, it has like a vent on the top to prevent you from getting that occlusion kind of feeling. Even though these buds are supposed to be an open ear design, which is an interesting categorization, they have ANC. The ANC is good, if not as good as a Momentum 4. I haven't tested them side by side, but just going off of memory. And then they have an aware mode. The aware mode is decent. You still have white noise, but there's no hissing. I think because they had to redesign this bud, they fixed the components and they don't suffer from the same issues as the Momentum 4. And yeah, I know there's a software update that fixed it, but I mean, I haven't tested it out yet. So essentially Sennheiser gave us a pair of Momentum 4s that are sports oriented with a nicer case, a bigger driver, and you still have your amazing app, the Sennheiser app, which you guys love so much. You're Sennheiser aficionados. I could care less, but these earbuds retail for like, I think $329, and you're paying the extra $30 for those premium features on the buds. If you don't know, these buds have sensors that can pick up your body temperature and your heart rate. Let's go into the app. Now in the app, you get sound personalization, but it's not as in-depth as Sennheiser's other sound personalization. This one's a little bit more limited. It's called Sound Check. So if I could tap that. And it gives you these like weird graphs to pick from, and you play your own music while you do it. I don't think it gives you the same EQ setting. It's not as good, but you can still manually EQ this as I've done right there. And they sound good. If you like the Sennheiser Momentum sound, you can get these to sound as good as the Momentum 4s, if not better, because of that 2mm driver, 10mm driver better. Also, you can see right there my heart rate and body temperature, which those sensors, they're like lights when you pull the bud out. Actually, maybe you'll see it. Let me see if I can pull this out. You probably can't see it. Probably just earwax. But there's like an additional green light on there that kind of like if you have an Apple Watch, you'll see it. Your Apple Watch will like flash green sometimes. So yeah, like I said, conclusion on these buds, I'm going to give you more in-depth review. The fit and the size is kind of like a little bit larger XM5, which is awesome. The tips are really comfortable. I put these in my ear and I had them in all day, no problems. The sound quality is great. And this is essentially Sennheiser Momentum for killers by Sennheiser. So low key, they're probably going to keep this on the wrap. A lot of reviewers are not going to tell you this because they want to get the commission for the Momentum 4s. Yeah, Sennheiser's kind of cannibalizing the solids, but quietly. So yeah, that being said, I've really been enjoying the Sennheiser Momentum Sports. I didn't think that these were a pair of headphones. I thought I reviewed all the headphones that I would need to review for 2024, but these actually pleasantly surprised me. I'm going to be keeping these for my runs, for my workouts, for my daily use. I actually just lost my XM5s tragically. I've literally been alive for 30 plus years and I've never lost anything. And I finally lost my XM5s, which I love so much. I keep eating this mic. So stay tuned for more content. Check my channel out because I have videos of literally every premium earbud you can think of. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, I'm going to put that comparison of the Momentum 4s to the Momentum Sports so you have a visual comparison. It's coming soon. Just give me a second. Moving is a headache. It's a pain. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. And I'll see you in the next one. What's my outro? Doesn't matter.